welcome on in. This is Galactic Wisdom Way Shower. Now, it is a energetic week, especially if you have Leo placements. We are encountering the sun entering in the constellation of Leo, which is activating our solar plexus. We have the new moon this Thursday, which is connecting that solar plexus energy into our heart chakra. And if you are unaware of the happenings at Cosmic Energy and Spiritual Wellness, we are shark fanatics. And this week is Shark Week, or at Cosmic, it is Shark Spirit Week. Today is Tarot Tuesday, and instead of our rainbow seed maintenance, we are actually going to have a Toothy tarot reading that engages the Leo Sun energy. If you are following our Galactic Wisdom Way Shower TikTok, you have listened in on the beautiful energy we're encountering with this sun frequency. If not, that is a-okay. I will go over it. We are going to be going over past energy, what got us here, and what we can look forward to during that beautiful new moon in Leo. So let's get into our reading. I am reading from the Oceanum Arcana. It is such a lovely deck. It is created by Taylor Bryn. And oh dear, Holtquist Todd. Pardon if I did not pronounce that correctly. It is from 2021. And I'll show you the back for the information. The foiling is stunning. The gilding on the cards, oh my goodness. But I do have to show these off because this is one of my favorite decks. A lot of ocean decks will have a shark, and they're typically very exuberant, brightly colored. This deck, as you can see, it's very deep tones, deep sea. So I absolutely love this deck. Let's get into the past energy. If you have been following our Facebook, you got a peek at the past energy. So now we're going to tie it all in and see what that future energy is. So let's begin at the past energy. The past energy, we have these very, very aggressive bull sharks. Now, something fascinating about bull sharks is that they can move through all kinds of waters. Now, water as an element that we work with, it works with the emotions. It works with your emotional body. So what the bull shark is showing us is that in the past, you were placed in very challenging situations that were almost a test of spirit to see, are you going to lose faith in God, the universe, your goals, if they get challenging? Are you going to lose faith when you get met with anger? Are you going to lose faith if you get met with danger? Are you going to lose faith if you get met with disappointment? And it really kept going into having you understand that whatever energy or emotion that you are feeling, it's time to master those emotions, to gain emotional intelligence, because we are not, something I preach all the time, we are not the emotion, yet we should not avoid feeling emotions, because emotions bring up energy to move through our bodies, our environment, and our frequencies, our thoughts, our plans, our goals. So this is something that we are coming out of. Bull shark is saying, look, we are a shark that can go in salt water. We can go in clean water. I don't know why that just totally fresh water. clean water, salt water, and fresh water. That is something amazing that bull sharks can do. And it's saying to not look at all of the challenges, all of the emotions that you've had to feel. Don't look at them as if they are not sacred, because they were meant to be stepping stones to get you to this next step, which I'm very, very excited about. But it's really iterating that you went through a dark time. There was a lot of troubles occurring, and you did not lose hope. You did not lose your sense of integrity. You kept pushing through. And imagine the first bull shark to enter salt after coming out of fresh, to enter fresh out of coming out of salt. That had to have been challenging, but now they're one of the very special shark species that can go through both. So I find it fascinating that it is showing us that certain emotional challenges were put in place to master and gain that emotional intelligence, because it is going to be needed for this next step. This next step, and this one was shared on TikTok. So the previous one was shared on our beautiful Facebook page, Cosmic Energy and Spiritual Wellness. Please go follow, love it. We have a lot of other fun activities, affirmations, and information on that social media page. This one was spoken a lot during the TikTok Galactic Wisdom Way Shower. This is the energy that the sun entering Leo is bringing forth. Now, this is the thresher shark. Thresher sharks are active predators. They, again, take on challenging prey. So what I find fascinating is, in the past, bull sharks took on challenging environments. This allowed them to build their emotional reservoir. This allowed them to build their ability to handle any emotion, any energy in any environment. They can swim anywhere they want, and they are the most aggressive because they have that ability of swimming into any room and owning their power. Now, here comes the thresher shark. The thresher shark is actually quite unique. They use this hook. It looks like a hook. I always say it looks like a hook, but their tail, it hooks in this manner, but they use it to stun their prey. And that is what is happening right now. So there are a lot of people from your past that remember how rigid, rugged, and maybe how could see that all of these emotions were really challenging you. They're like, oh my goodness, they are going through something emotional, right? Now, what is happening is, instead of you going through something emotional, thresher sharks, they stun whoever is causing that emotional occurrence. And you'll notice throughout the Leo in Sun, so up until August 22nd, you're going to be stunning a lot of people with the way that you take care of your emotions, because you have gained that emotional intelligence. And what is even more beautiful is that these thresher sharks, they jump out of the water. So they jump out of the water. Something that correlates, and why I said it so many times, because I'm speaking to your subconscious, is that now you've learned to get out of emotionally displaced situations, especially when people are placing their emotions upon you. So this may look like gaslighting. This can look like narcissism. Anytime someone is placing their emotions, you're not paying for it, like a therapist or a counselor or an intuitive reader that, you're asking for them to do it. But when this comes out of left field, the thresher shark knows how to jump out of water. What this is resembling is that you have the ability to take yourself out of emotions. You understand now that you are not that emotion. and that you can change emotions. You can feel the necessary emotion and energy, but then you can also redirect and stun whatever was happening so it can stop doing that. This is a huge sense of being protected. This is also showing that you are gearing up for larger goals. You're preparing yourself to invest not only in the emotions that certain goals acquire, but in the persona, the way you have to carry yourself when you make these larger goals. Because when we begin making bigger and better goals, there is this chance that we begin getting into our emotions and we say, ooh, that goal might be a little too big to take on. That energy may be too much to handle. Where the thresher shark is here, call upon the thresher shark to say, you know what, we're going to stun whatever energy is making you think less of yourself, and we're going to go after that goal regardless of the feelings. If you're scared or vulnerable, regardless how you're feeling, we're going to get that big goal because we know we deserve it. Woo! That was a mouthful, but that is exactly how the Leo sun is going to be tackling on gathering energy to meet us in the new moon cycle. So that thresher shark energy is going to be again lasting the entire time that the sun is in Leo. Let's see what's going on for the lunar cycle as the new moon enters and we begin creating goals. So we already have a plan to make a large goal. We're like, okay, this is the large goal that we want to make. Now, how do we make it? What's going on? The card that I pulled, which I find absolutely fascinating because the shark cards are all about our mindset, the air element. They're about different challenges with logic, right? Our thought formations. They're the sword cards. The card I pulled for this new moon, it is a cup card, and it is a very large cup card. It is the 9 of Cups, but this species is a manta ray. They get up to 23 feet across because they are the giant oceanic manta rays. And they visit, I love this because they visit cleaning stations. They're so big, they're like, all right, I need some buddies to clean me up. And what I love that it's displaying is that while you are making your goals, you've come to a point where you can set your emotions aside. So now we understand why we were understanding how to handle emotions. But we can, at the same time, set our emotion, our pride aside and say, you know what, I need help with this. But it's also a very emotional step because you're trusting someone else with your energy, right? So they visit these cleaning stations, and it's really saying to cleanse and clean your energy before setting your goals. I'm trying to figure out, you can kind of see, let's see if it'll focus on here. You can kind of see, there we go, the little, right here, fish that are cleaning the manta ray, which I find so stunning. Now, what's really cool, it has this ability to be almost stationary, still. It stops swimming. Obviously, it doesn't actually stop swimming, but it becomes so still that the others can work around it and with it. And it's really asking you, while you're creating these goals, be in a moment of stillness, because that is going to help allow others to assist you while you are in that stillness. Now, these cleaner fish, they are beginning to consume bits of this loose skin and external parasites. They're taking away all the yucky mucky. So it's time to allow someone else to do a bit of your cleaning, yeah? And what is to come after this? Abundance, blessings, good fortune, satisfaction, and generosity. Something that Leos are very, very big on is generosity. And what is generous is allowing others to help you. Allow others to help you in this energetic exchange. because abundance is all about energetic exchanges. Now, satisfaction with your achievements, this is what is going to help that generosity enter. So it's really saying, okay, how can I look back and be generous and accepting and loving of all of my blessings? And where does this take me in creating and tapping into that huge, massive goal? Because good fortune and happiness, it's here. It's on your timeline. You are vibrating with it. Now, just take a moment during this sun in Leo to stun whatever has been triggering you. Jump out of those emotions and observe the situation without being emotional. And then you can jump back in your emotions, be still, and allow others to assist you. Whew. Because it's time to claim what is rightfully yours and discover all of your blessings, discover all of the things that you actually want to align with, because you have the resources. Now it's to remain in that stillness and know that those emotions that you are feeling, you can get out of, and the environments that those emotions you've acquired them through, you also have the ability to move through them with grace, with love, with integrity. Whew. That is a Toothy Tarot Tuesday reading, all about the Leo energy with the sun, the new moon coming up. My name is Everin Ryu, and we tapped into some ancient shark frequencies. There's a reason they have been around extinction after extinction. They are very intelligent beings, so please take their wisdom with your heart, with your soul. I appreciate you. We do have shark readings available online if you'd like your own personal reading. Love you. Namaste. Blessed. Follow for more.